Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut 11. This is Kathy speaking. The messenger is here. I hope you're all doing well. Today is Tuesday, the 20th of February of 2023. I was going to say 2021. I don't know why I'm stuck there. What happened 20th of February in 2021? That was a big time. Anyway, I hope that you're all okay and that you've had a wonderful weekend. Thank you for joining me here. Let's see what is going on energetically, and thank you for your patience and your love always. As looking into the stars, it's emotionally not a very easy, hasn't been a very easy couple of days, as we're now in Pisces season. So happy birthday, dear Pisces, if you're celebrating your birthday, as the sun has just yesterday ingressed into Pisces, and the sun is coming up to Saturn. So it's going to be a little bit of a serious time, I suppose, moving forward. The moon now is transiting through Cancer, its home sign. What I see in the sky, the aspects, they're a little bit emotionally challenging at this time. It's like we've got a different, quite a difficult configuration going on, which is connected to the South Node, and the South Node is some karma that we're holding on to. But there's emotionally, the moon right now, as I'm doing the reading, is T-squaring over to the nodes. So nodes are in opposition. Aries North Node, South Node in Libra, and they're squaring over to the moon. So the moon is in a very powerful position in its home sign. It can be quite an emotional time, as the sun has now ingressed into Pisces, being a water sign, mutable water. And we know that the lovers, Venus and Mars, we've been hearing it, we've been talking about it. They've been in connection recently with Pluto, and now the lovers are coming closer and closer together. So if you've got any angles, any planets, personal planets, Sun, Moon, Venus, Mercury or Mars, at those first 5, 6 degrees, 5, 6, 7 degrees of Aquarius, or of the fixed signs, Aquarius, Leo opposite, Taurus and Scorpio, which square this conjunction. Now, it is like still a triple conjunction, as Pluto is still at Pluto's almost at the 1st degree, Venus is almost at the 5th, and Mars is 5 and a bit degrees. So it's still triple conjunction. It is a new conjunction, so a new seed is being planted, everyone. Remember, Mars and Venus in Aquarius. It's all about the Aquarian themes. Aquarius, freedom, togetherness, affiliation, coming together with people that you call your tribe or your friends. Even though Aquarius is a fixed air sign, there can be great intelligence to find resolutions. But remember, fixed signs can also be a little bit of stubbornness. Pluto, on the other hand, is very powerful and very, very much about change, pertaining to how the lovers connect. Remember, Venus is peace, Mars is war. So personally, it can be that we're needing to find an intelligent way to come together to begin. Remember, a conjunction can be challenging, but it can give us the opportunities. It's like a make or break sort of energy, and Venus is not only love and relationships and peace and harmony, which there wouldn't be very much because Mars is with her. Mars is the god of war, but this also speaks to money and values and self-worth. Okay, how has it felt for you energetically? I mean, we always need to tap into the energies. Yesterday was a very low vibrational day. This is how I felt, nevertheless. And of course, I speak to a lot of people. So I'd love to hear from you. How was Monday for you? Monday, or depending on where you are in the world, yesterday. So around about the 19th of February. What was going on for you? How were you feeling? We're taking the Fairy Tarot cards today. This is the deck, if you're wondering. Okay. Let's read the energies, because that's what the messenger is. We're reading the energies, my dear friends. For those of you that are interested in a beautiful deal that Olga Vasilchuk has got in relation to the spring eclipses, stay for the announcements at the end of the reading so I can go into a few of the details. Okay, so if you're interested, stay and listen to the announcements at the end of this reading. Olga Vasilchuk, I've mentioned her many times on my channel. She is a friend, and we're sort of collaborating, and we'll be probably having a get-together, which you will enjoy. We'll be talking about the stars, of course, at some point, but she's got a special offer, so stay till the end if you are interested, because that starts on the full moon in Virgo on the 24th of the month of February. Let's see what's going on energetically, dear Spirit. Calling on my archangels, calling on my spirit guides. What is going on energetically, and what does the messenger have to bring us, please, Spirit? I will be taking an advice card today from the Gaia Oracle, which I don't use that often. I felt called to take that today. Let's hope for peace in the world collectively, because 2 years ago when Mars and Venus connected again, the war with Russia and Ukraine began. So let's just hope for peace. Let's just hope for change. We know that there's so much turmoil, and with the wars going on, the war is not only physical, war. It's war on our ability to sustain and have things that are, necessities in our lives, with the inflation and the way things are going on in the world. It's just very, very challenging. So many people losing their jobs, and then with, moving into the Aquarius season with technological advances, so on and so forth, so many people are being replaced by technology. Technology is we're meant to have evolution in technology to help humanity, not to use it as a weapon against humanity. So fingers crossed, everyone, fingers crossed that we will come out of this. I know, because I do speak to a lot of people, that times are not easy, and especially relationships, partnerships in business, so on and so forth. So let's see what Spirit and what the guides are wanting us to know today, the 20th of February, or whenever you receive this message. Dear Spirit, what is it that we need to know? What are the messages coming through? Eight of Swords, Eight of Winter, it's called in this deck. Eight of Swords, this could be a self-imposed imprisoning situation. But this is your perception of feeling blocked. This is negative thinking. Okay, obviously swords speak to our perception, but also communication. Maybe someone hasn't been able to communicate with you because they're in a tight spot, in a difficult situation. The card says you have what it takes if only you believe in yourself. thinking that you are powerless when you're not, a lack of self-confidence that keeps you from getting what you want. So see, it's like intuitively, well, where our perception is concerned and the way we understand things or misunderstand things. Remember, Neptune is in Pisces, can really cloud the waters. Whether there's been communication or a lack thereof, this is like a self-contained prison. Someone is doubting their self-worth, that they've got the ability to communicate clearly, to communicate generally, and to perceive that they are good enough, and they've got also that intelligent mind, even where I just feel as though someone's sort of fallen into a trap because of the way of perceiving or communicating. So this is like a self-trap, a self-containment of someone having pushed themselves backed up in a corner and doubting that they can get out of this. Remember, swords are intelligence. Now, we have, the sun has been transiting through Aquarius. We've still got a lot going on in the area of Aquarius. Which area does that speak to in your own birth chart? Where Venus and Mars, they're going to come together. They're playing games, they're fighting, they're flirting, they're challenging each other as well. And it's like a testing moment because of Pluto being there. And we've never had this before with Pluto in Aquarius and Venus and Mars in Aquarius, which Aquarius is ruled by Saturn, but also Uranus. And Uranus is transiting Taurus in a weak position. And obviously Aquarius squares over to Taurus, and a square where fixed Taurus and fixed Aquarius, the way we communicate, self-worth, Taurus, intelligence, ingenious thoughts, doing things differently, possibly Aquarius, maybe tweaking things, doing things differently in a more futuristic way, breaking old ways, I would say, and doing things in a different way, whether it's communication, whatever it is, or even the way you perceive things. And of course, Aquarius squaring over to Taurus, Venus and Mars are both going to square over to Jupiter in the coming days. It's already playing out, and Jupiter can expand and really oversize things, right? This is overconfidence, feeling overconfident sometimes. Or we're needing to see the bigger picture. Or we're needing to understand that we've got what it takes. That's what this card tells me. And obviously, even though Jupiter and Venus, they are benefic planets, just if you get some good news, if there is some good news, try not to be too over optimistic, because that could be like, I get Jupiter like blowing things up, like when we look at things in a very optimistic and feeling too certain, sometimes that could sort of burst your bubble. So just be very cautious. There's going to be a lot that will be happening, as Venus and Mars are also going to square over to connect to Uranus. And Mars squaring over to Uranus, that could be quite dangerous. So if you're going to be the fool and take that leap off leap of faith and off that ledge, just be cautious, okay? Because Mars is the accelerator and Uranus could be very accidental, very shocking. So we will have a lot that will be playing out. Very interesting end of the month of February and into March. Let's see. We've got release and we've got the death card here. Let go of the past. An ending that makes way for new opportunities. This could be a closing up of a cycle. Because, of course, this is another Scorpio's fixed water. So we are talking about fixed emotions, fixated thoughts, perceptions relative to our securities, whether it's finances or our certainty of love, peace, tranquility, togetherness, right? But there's something that's being released here. I don't know if this is the self-contained prison, which Pluto can be very powerful, but can also be very life-changing. Very much about needing to change things up. Remember what it says, letting go of the past. Pluto does stem back to the past lifetimes, past karma that we're carrying. I don't know if some of you could be releasing fear, because remember that Scorpio does speak to fear, and this is fear of being blocked, a fear of the way you communicate, a self-contained prison. Pluto will help you be getting released, okay? There are endings since, obviously, we said that this is a triple conjunction. It's the initiation, it's the beginning of a cycle, which obviously leaves a past cycle that's closing up for a new cycle to open. So it's time to move on, it says, an ending that makes way for new opportunities. And of course that could speak to fears, but not only fears. A fear of the security that comes from a partner, because the natural Scorpio house is the 8th house, which speaks to, money or financial support that comes from other people, other means, whether from a bank or from an inheritance, whatever this is. Remember, Pluto will first kill and then empower. So like the phoenix that rises up from its ashes. But that's with us going through a death process, whether it's an emotional, esoteric process or a literal ending of a cycle. A death process, which could be in many areas of life, right? This is like a new chapter opening up. We've got 3 of Wands. Plan your next steps with an eye to the long term. Have patience, there are more good things to come. Satisfaction from a job well done. Yes, this could be getting unblocked, getting out of a job, something that was really pressing on your psyche, on your mind, right? Something that you felt really entrapped by. This is, I'm not being noticed, I'm not being rewarded for my efforts, for the work that I've put in. I'm not good enough, I won't be able to find another job. Remember, wands do speak to where we put our power, our effort, our energy. And wands do speak to vocation, what it is, what we desire to create. But it's an initial success. It's like seeing those ships coming through on the horizon. And what I see here, and it's called spring, so this could be talking about the month of March, right? Which we're coming up to the spring equinox in March. So this is about an ending of a chapter, a release, letting go of a past situation, which will open up to new opportunities. This could also be if this is a love connection, because Three of Wands can speak to third parties, it could be a long distance relationship as well. Let's see what else we've got. We've got Five of Summer. So it's the Five of Cups. So it's like crying over spilt milk, obviously, mourning the past. And it says that trust that there is a reason for everything that happens. Remove yourself from the negative emotions of others and even negative thinking of your own, I'm going to say. Focusing on that which frightens or worries you. So again, we've got the energy of fear here. This is what we need to release. Okay, and it's interesting that in the Five of Summer, we've got the Three Cups that are spilt. So this will involve third parties, other people, obviously. It's not just something between you and another. And remember, Three of Cups can speak to, even for me, it could be a friendship, it could be an affiliation, someone that you're letting go of, whether it's a friend or a romantic partner. Or this could just say that obviously the Three Cups are down, the Two are up, which means someone could be falling out of the equation, where there's been gossip, where there's been third-party situations. You know that Scorpio can speak to through taking off one layer at a time. This is about like a rebirth. This is like powering up, becoming much more powerful. If you think about it, we've all got the planets within us. We've got Venus within us. We've got Mars within us. Sometimes that Mars comes through more courageous, more ready to take on the world, ready and even without caution to take action, because this is what you desire. This is your masculine side. Venus, on the other hand, is your feminine side. It's where you want peace. It's where you want serenity. It's where you want equality in relationships of all sorts, right? So this is like the masculine and the feminine side, like an esoteric battle going on. What's going to win? Who's going to win? So I'm going to say Mars, having connected with Pluto, two malefic planets having come together, have started a brand new 2-year cycle. And of course, both Mars and Pluto rule Scorpio, so there's that Scorpio energy that we need to release the fear of the ability to go to war, to be combative, to fight for what it is that we're hoping to manifest. Now, Venus on Pluto, this is a metamorphosis where our values, our self-worth is concerned. This is the possibility to make the changes where love, values, finances are concerned. And this is also another cycle that has begun. So and you know, we've recently had a triple conjunction, North Node, Chiron, and Moon in Aries, which emotionally gives us the drive, the will, and the courage emotionally to find a resolve. Chiron is that open wound. It's the wound that is still open. You can't put a band-aid on Chiron. Chiron was the wounded healer, but he was also the master of in battle. He had the ability to fight. He had the know-how. He was a teacher in martial arts. So because Chiron is was a centaur in mythology, there's that animalistic internal desire that raw desire. Think of Chiron transiting through the Mars house of Aries, right? There is a possibility for a resolution, the ability to learn how to either live with this open wound. Chiron, though, can also speak to an unlocking of that esoteric power to have the ability to release the past. Remember, the 2 cups are still standing. There's still an ability to come into balance and into an equal, reciprocal understanding emotionally with that other person, whoever you're watching this for. But something needs to be released. It could be the fear, it could be a situation, it could be a person. Let's see. And it also says, remove yourself from the negative emotions of others. Don't let others' negative negative emotions bring you down, okay? Detach yourself, take a step back, and because they do say, I mean, even, when, depends on the energy you're in. If you're amongst negative people, that will obviously wear off on you. This is how it is. This is an exchange of energies. So if you're having trouble being that beacon of light for others, and maybe you've been prone to or in a negative environment for too long, I think that it's time to take a step back, clear your aura, clear your space, but also your life, your emotional body, through positive affirmations and thinking. I'm going to say again, clear your space, work with crystals, light up a candle, do whatever you need and whatever feels right for you, so that you could clear your space. This will give you the ability to overcome and let go of any negative self-talk, emotions that have been seeping into your personal space as well. Let's see what comes after the 5. We've got the 7 of Cups. Very Piscean. Lots of opportunities emotionally, but maybe a lack of clarity as well. We've got emotional challenges. We've got a 5 of Cups and a 7 of Cups. But it speaks to no more procrastinating. The power comes from making a decision. And it speaks to not overanalyzing. And I do feel, because the analyzing side, energetically or frequencies do speak to Virgo. And Virgo, we're coming up to a Virgo full moon. So obviously the sun is transiting through Pisces and the moon will be filling out in Virgo. Remember, dear friends, that we've also got Juno that's retrograding in Virgo, so we may have the clarity or the understanding pertaining to long-term contracts, relationships, marriages, business contracts, and so on and so forth. As Juno is doing her work there, she's in retrograde motion, which means we are still dealing with past matters. But sometimes it says, confusion can come from too much analyzing. Maybe take a step back and look at the bigger picture. And we've got the King of Swords, who will bring us the clarity. King of Swords is the intelligent mind. It's Aquarian energy, more so Aquarius, nevertheless. Get advice from someone professional and objective. Public speaking, unemotional relationships. Yes, for those of you that you've been in a relationship where there's been no emotion from your person. It's a time to detach. This could be someone that has their own issues that they need to clear out, that they need to look at from a more intelligent perspective. And this could also be your energy as well, using your intelligent mind, your logic, but also remember, because if this is Aquarius, then we're talking about Uranus, and Uranus is that higher mind. So, of course, this could be professional advice. King of Swords could be any air sign or someone that's coming through as very cold. Could be detached, but could also be very logical. This could also be someone that's speaking logically, giving you the understanding or clearing the air where there was confusion. And also, there may be also some regrets connected to this King of Winter, King of Swords. Right? Some regrets. There could be some communication, some understanding, some truths. And we've got a King of Wands, King of Spring it's called. A financial windfall. Your leadership skills are needed now. An unexpected supporter of your cause. King of Wands, very, very much about that Martian energy, right? There's no fear in the King of Wands. There's no fear in the King of Swords. King of Swords may fear opening up emotionally. King of Wands is more courageous. But obviously he's someone that's active, proactive. So is the King of Winter. King of Swords, King of Wands. This could be the same person in a different light. Very creative, the King of Wands. Very, very creative, very powerful, very attractive, very handsome, very powerful, I'm going to say as well. This is about action. It could be any fire sign, of course. So Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. It could be a new, remember what I was talking about, that someone is changing their ways, overcoming any fears. So King of Swords is someone that you may have been communicating with, but someone that was very detached, very, holding back emotionally, or even holding back on their truth, on truths relative to their life. But I feel that there is going to be clarity, even though the clarity could be a little bit challenging, because the King of Swords will speak their truth, whether it hurts or not. But I feel that they will be clearing the air relative to the emotional confusion here. And of course, Scorpio, Aquarius, we've got fixed energies. This could be Leo. Someone overcoming their fears. I get like a Russian roulette. Someone ready to take a chance. Someone ready to create, ready to challenge, ready to fight. Now, if this is two different people, we've got two masculine energies. King of Wands is someone that's proactive and will take action, will chase. Even though, Venus and Mars, Venus has been chasing Mars. But we know, obviously, that Venus is a faster planet. At some point, she's going to override Mars, and she will be taking charge. So, energetically speaking, we see that there will be communication, truths. There can be a lot of desire and a lot of sexual tendencies at this time, because Pluto, that's what he speaks to. Venus on Pluto is a sexual desire to connect, to be intimate. Mars also is very much about sexuality and confidence, and I'm going to say also that there could be an energy of someone being humbled here, where someone was, because I'm not reading reversals, someone being humbled that their overconfidence, they may have received some negative news, some negative feedback, and this is like a eye opener a little bit to someone maybe that was riding on a high horse. So this could also be quite humbling, I get. So let's see what this King of Wands speaks to, because this is very powerful energy. And we've got the Ace of Autumn, which is the Ace of Pentacles. So we're talking about a windfall of money, advice, or assistance from others, a very successful project, a happy change in your career, and a financial windfall. So it's talking about luck here, financially speaking, where career is concerned, a potential and an offer is on the table here. Ace of Pentacles can also speak to a new beginning relative to what you desire, a relationship, a possible new beginning. Yes, this could speak to someone that's starting a brand new project. Yes, this could be a new job as well, where some of you are releasing an old imprisoning job where maybe there was a lot of gossip, maybe there was a lot of deception, possibly a lot of gossip, office, politics, and things like that. So it feels as though we're sort of looking at things from a very objective point of view, very clearly at this time. A lot will be cleared. All right? So I love that we've got the King of Wands. This is the general energy, and this is power. This is masculine know-how, pushing forward, right? And there's no fear where the King of Wands is concerned. King of Wands they know that they sit at the top of their game and they can create whatever they put their mind to. There's a lot of desire and passion, generally speaking, to create, a lot of inspiration. Okay, remember that the King of Wands holds that Ace of Wands, which is very sexual, it's very powerful, and it's very much like the light bulb coming on, right? Relative to, could be a very successful period financially opening up because of opportunities. We've got two very powerful deities here. Again, it could be the same person. This could also be help, because it speaks to an unexpected supporter of your case. Beneath that, it says it's the Seven of Wands. So you're going to be called to action. Maybe where there was denial or pushbacks, now the opportunity comes in through the help of someone quite powerful. Don't back down now from what you believe. Be assertive. Courageously stand up for yourself. And this is Chiron on the North Node. And remember, the North Node is a Jupiterian energy. Chiron on there is the key. So the key could be a potential person or a situation that could possibly help to heal a situation that we are sort of letting go of. Let's see emotionally what's going on where the psyche is concerned. Fifth dimension, signs, fear. There's the fear relative to a twin flame connection. But there are a lot of signs. It's like the divine masculine is receiving all these signs. And maybe they're trusting now relative to a relationship. But this could be someone that is seeing you in their dreams. You're connecting on another dimension, on a higher dimension. It's like the signs are pointing this divine masculine to the route that they need to take. We've got spring again. Spring does speak to blooming. It's like the spring equinox, the March season, right? March, and the month of March, which is spring in the Northern Hemisphere. But spring could also be flirtation and an offer on the table. So we've got a divine feminine. It's like the feminine side of the divine masculine that's coming through. Or it could be, if you're a divine feminine, then you're sending your vibrations, your frequencies, your signs of an opening, it's like you're inviting this fearful divine masculine into your space, and possibly also helping even from a distance, helping them energetically to heal and overcome those fears relative to a brand new beginning, a new chapter, right? And we've got karmic partner. And this could speak to release because of the death card here. What's this? Wow. Oh my God, everyone. Oh my God. Like surrender, Pisces energy, the Pisces season. Yeah, I do believe that if this is a twin flame connection, a love connection, then we've got a karmic partner that's being released. Just like the flowers that are the seed, right? The seed of the fruit or of the leaf, they are released, after they're blooming. Something new is growing. So it's like a release for sure, relative to a karmic partner or a chapter with a karmic partner. This could be. Surrender speaks to Pisces. Pisces is the 12th house. It's like an ending, because something is growing. Something has already been seeded. It's been planted. A fresh start is already happening that we may not know about relative to the person that you're thinking about. Okay, we've got settling, return. It is someone from the past. Someone that's been in and out of your life for sure. I don't feel that this is something new. If this is a love relationship, some of you could be letting go of an air sign because of a fire sign. Because the King of Swords could also speak to a possible separation and divorce. Could speak to a cutting, a reckoning, an ending of and a release of the fears. Someone is speaking their truth, releasing themselves from self-imprisonment. Remember, the King of Wands is also someone very flirtatious, quite powerful, very magnetic. It speaks to someone being very theatrical. So this could be someone that is an actor, or just someone that's very creative. Or someone that's giving you inspiring you to find a creative way to end and release a past difficult situation. We've got the lilies. The park, the garden, I should say. And there are the mice. There is the worry. There is the fear. A fear of someone's reputation. The lily to me is very much like the high priestess. Very much. Or even if you're a third party in a situation, you're feeling as though there's been an injustice made towards you. But there is, because the mice can speak to third parties and a sense of loss, injustice, even just a lot of worry. A lot of fear and a lot of worry, a fear of loss, a fear of someone losing their stability. This could also be financial loss that someone's been going through. And remember, career can also very much play a major role in our lives, in our romantic life, if our professional life is not going well and there are challenges there, this can obviously play a very major role on our security, our self-worth, our, self-reliance, because the anchor can speak to anchoring, but it can also speak to a commitment. It can speak to a marriage, a contract, a work situation. So remember what I was talking about, someone being humbled, I get here. The lily, of course, speaks to like a purification process, but also speaks to us, someone being very ethical. Someone that is possibly also keeping their space, holding back because of ethics, because of their reputation in the world. But there's a very strong sexual attraction. It is relative to third parties, but there's also, the mice could speak to something eating away at someone, right? Is it their fear? It's their fear of losing their position in society, or getting a bad reputation. Let's take one more on those mice. And we've got the divine masculine. You see, it is the fears. The fear of a meeting. This could also speak to a meeting, because someone wants to hold their ethical side and do the right thing. But this is sort of eating away at this divine masculine. It's like a choice that they need to make. And the choice is whether they're going to follow their heart or do the right thing. That could be in business, but also where relationships are concerned. We've got the boy next door, more like this is someone that's quite romantic. They usually do come through as earth or water. Okay. And we've got the compass. And the compass is like signs and synchronicities showing us the way. Let's take a psychic tarot of the heart to see what is going on in love. It's interesting that the divine masculine looks straight at the lily. Straight at the lily, and the lily, is Chiron in Virgo, and we've got Juno retrograding in Virgo. Someone needing to overcome a fear or an open wound. It could be a relationship. But the lily also speaks to wisdom. Maybe we are getting to find things out. What's going on? We've got embrace, and this is the world card. The world is a major cycle that is ending. It is a major ending to a cycle, and it speaks to an embracing an ending of a major cycle. Now, of course, some of you could be dealing with someone who holds a lot of fixed energies. This is like Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Leo. But some of you are also at a physical distance with someone that you are connecting to. I want to see what this King of Winter wants to show us. What is this King of Winter about? There's the snake. There is the snake. The third party, the fear, the forbidden fruit, jealousy because of third parties, enemies, animosity. What is the outcome about? Why do we have the King of Swords? Okay, we've got... There's something to do with work. This is a divine feminine. Someone who's of service. Someone who is of service. And then we've got the Ten of Cups, which speaks to something that is unchanging, something to do with happiness, marriage, family. This is a very happy card. Whatever will be communicated right now, or whenever you receive this message, and this could speak to a journey over water, someone's coming in. This could be communication of someone ready to take the challenge. They're overcoming their fear. And maybe this is also someone stepping out if they've been connected to a karmic other person. I get great strength coming from them, because I get a lot of emotions here. It's like a path is opening up. Someone's received their lessons. And this could also be someone that is traveling from a distant place. The excuse is work. So maybe maybe this will be the communication. Someone is coming in. Work is possibly the excuse, but they're also coming in because of an emotional bonding. This is what they want. They're taking an emotional journey, could be a physical journey, and it's like the path opens up. They're taking practical steps to expand their horizons. They're hoping to succeed, whether it's emotions in an emotional relationship and business tied in together. It could be. It's like someone's going to, because she's called the maid, and the maid is of service. And we see spring again. Unbelievable. We see the flowers and the blooming and the spring. There you go. See the spring, the flowers. There is an offer on the table, and this is probably what the news is going to be. But there can also be worry. Someone's worried that if they haven't done the right thing, that they will find the door closed. Right? This speaks to journey over water. Someone is taking a journey over water, but it's also a trip for work. A path is opening up. Someone's been going through some sort of a learning curve. Right? And we've also got jealousy. There's the snake. There are third parties here, and we could see that here. Okay, someone's gone through depression. There's been gossip, rumors, and third parties, and a lot of conflict. So a lot of challenging energies, possibly that the divine masculine has gone through, that whoever holds the divine masculine position. We've got the star, so this could be relative to someone that's attracted. It's like the star is showing them the way, and they're going to overcome fears. And remember, even the compass is like the signs, okay? And someone's needing to overcome their fears and speak their truth. Wow, okay. I think that we will leave it there. Let's take a message from Gaia Oracle, everyone. There is the possibility for a lot of happiness here. And if this is anything to do with work, then there's good prospects here, because this card is called Prophet. Someone's going and receiving. So this is, again, this is like recognition, being valued. The communication that's going to come through will show that there was always help, that there was something was unchanging, and that was, it was like spirit showing you the way, and you may be not trusting your intuition at a possible outcome of a situation. So self-doubt, I feel that self-imprisonment, which is what we are now releasing, and I get a lot of powering up. Remember, Five of Cups is, there's a change, emotional change, many opportunities. 7 of Cups opening up, lots of communication, even though there could be a lot of cutting through the crap. Remember, the Ace of Swords is what the King holds, which could be a little bit of a reckoning, but this will clear the air. So what does Gaia have for us? What does Gaia have for us? Loss, grief, sadness, resurrection. Number 20. There is the release. Very Plutonian. Let's read this. 20. 20 is judgment. And it turns into, of course, it is a 2. So 2 can speak to choices. This card signifies a loss or disappointment of some kind. Perhaps a hope or dream you had now seems destined to fail. Or perhaps someone you love moves away, or a partnership seems likely to end. Yet this card also signifies resurrection, which means that the perceived loss will either not eventuate, or what you lose will be returned to you in a new way or form. Gaia, the Earth Mother, oversees this whole event. Feel her loving guidance this very moment. She is here for you and will never leave you, for Gaia and you are one eternally. The wheels of life keep turning. Life is never still, yet every transformation turns the wheel a little closer to the starting point, and once this point is reached, a new cycle begins and the journey continues. There is no end without a new beginning. And the affirmation, my dear friends, is nothing is missing. Things simply change form. My life is forever transforming to ever greater love. The earth and I are one. I am forever protected and guided by love spiritually. There is neither beginning nor end. So have a look at the card and see how it speaks to you personally. I get this is like an eclipse back here. So we're coming up to eclipses soon. And eclipses are about loss and about, shedding that dead skin. Anything that has been holding us back from our soul's journey, our soul's growth, right? This could speak to a literal loss, someone having lost a beloved person from their life as well, because the King of Swords, of course, can speak to legalities, a professional, seek professional advice, it does say. So even with the mice here, it can speak to loss. Embrace an ending. Wow. All right, my dear friends, I think that we will leave the reading here. remember this card could be a lot of about a lot of torment and jealousy, all those lower vibrational energies of Pluto. So we've all been feeling it. We're all part of the collective, but as well, collectively, we know that with all these wars going on in the world, obviously there will be a lot of a loss of life, because Pluto in Aquarius is the people, it is the masses. And Pluto speaks to a plethora. And that's because of, those holding the power, trying to control through various deceptive narratives, so on and so forth. Anyway. Okay. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting to this video. It really does help the channel. Thank you, my dear friends. And I just like to let you know about Olga Vasilchuk, who is offering a special deal from, I think it's the 24th of April, 24th of February until the 24th of April, that she is doing a huge offer on the eclipses, the spring eclipses, relative to your chart. She uses so many different systems, astrologically speaking, so she could give you a lot of clarity through many different systems on how the spring eclipses will be affecting you and your personal life. Obviously, she'll be looking at your chart. So she also will be adding a tarot Lenormand reading to that. So I will have the link beneath this video. So check out her services. Just showing you quickly here. Here is the page of what she offers. This is, if you follow the link, this is where you'll get to. So check her out. She's been an astrologer for so many years, so she could really enlighten you on different systems, astrologically speaking, and very importantly, because the eclipses are very important times during the year, which are very life-changing. So, my dear friends, hope you'll take advantage of that. If you do connect with her, say hello from me. Thank you so much. Also for your support for Divine Debut 11, and for obviously checking out the Twin Flame Soulmate readings that we've done for each individual sign. Either you've connected with us through Patreon or you've purchased through our website. Okay, very important. They're February love readings, but you could look at them as timeless love readings, because we're always reading the energies when we're especially reading for many people. Remember, they are not individual love readings. They're not your own personal love readings. We do read energetically for your sign. So all the links are beneath this video. Thank you so much for connecting with me, and I'd love to hear from you always. My love to all of you. Tomorrow is the Twin Flame Wednesday, so join us, okay, as it usually does premiere. So we'll be looking into this important relationship, the person you're looking at, okay? I will see you tomorrow. Stay well, stay blessed. Love you all. Thank you.